Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Patricia Kingston and I'm the Corporate Events Officer at Tourism NI, and thank you so much for joining us for today's Lunch and Learn webinar session. So we're delighted to be joined by Tourism NI's Experienced Brand Development Manager, Jessica Hoyle. Hi Jessica. And over the next half hour or so, Jessica is going to be sharing details of Tourism NI's updated brand book, which is designed to help businesses across the tourism industry discover how to get involved with our experience brand. And Jess will also be telling us a bit more about Tourism NI's experience portfolio, which aims to enhance business growth and commercialisation through tailored development opportunities. And that's for more established tourism experience businesses. But Jess has all of the detail and be able to tell you a bit more about all of that. If you have any questions at all for Jessica during today's session, just pop them into the question box at any time during the presentation, and we'll be picking up as many of those as possible at the end. So I'm not going to delay things because I know Jess has a jam-packed presentation here today. So without further ado, my great pleasure to introduce Jessica Hoyle. So over to you, Jess.
Thank you so much, Patricia, and a very warm welcome to everybody who's taking the time to join today for our Lunch and Learn on an Experience Development update. As Patricia said, yes, it's a very jam-packed 45 minutes today, so I'm going to try and fit in as much as I can. But as an overview of what we're going to cover today, I'm first going to look at a deep dive into our brand, Embrace Giant Spirit. So looking at the brand context, who is it for, our brand proposition and values, and how, and most importantly, how you can leverage the brand and use it to support your own business. Then we're going to look at experience development. So how important are our experiences, what support's available for you, and then looking again, as Patricia said, into our experience portfolio, which is a new development opportunity for more experienced tourism businesses. And then at the end, I'm really happy to take any questions. And as Patricia said, we'll go into as many as we can at the end of the session. So let's kick off. So firstly, onto our brand, Embrace the Giant Spirit. So our tourism experience brand was launched at the end of 2019 and was designed through extensive consultation with our visitors across our key markets, our industry and our trade on what they experienced when they're here, but also what they feel makes our destination unique and what they'd like to see from us. Our brand then is essentially our calling card to the world and outlines what visitors can expect when they come to us. So what can they expect from our people, local people, our landscapes, our heritage and our culture, and so much more. It's our collective vision that our destination is renowned for, meaning authentic and immersive visitor experiences. So our distinctive brand helps Northern Ireland stand out against our competitors. We need to emotionally connect with our target market segments to get them to choose us as a destination, but also communicate to the consumers the experience that they can expect when they choose a visit to Northern Ireland. So the values which underpin our brand, which I'll go into in a moment, are synonymous with a high quality tourism offering and our visitor experience. It should be instantly recognisable as distinctively Northern Irish and ensure that us as a destination have the ability to complement and compete with other experienced brands on the island of Ireland. The experience brand is about championing the values and the personality of us as a destination. So looking at the experience that people will have when they're here, packaging that and those values into a consistent and recognisable identity that will help us all promote Northern Ireland. To date, market testing and visitor insights have proven that Embrace Giant Spirit has already played a really key role in emotionally connecting with our visitors, and overall it delivers a 30% increase in the likelihood to choose us as a place to visit amongst holidaymakers. So what do we want to achieve through the brand? Through the promotion of Northern Ireland through Embrace the Giant Spirit, we're committed to 5 overarching deliverables, which you can see on the screen in front of you. So taking the first 3, increase visitor numbers, longer stays, and increase visitor spend. What we're looking to do is concentrate on attracting visitors who stay longer, who spend more, who seek local culture, and truly engage with Northern Ireland when they visit. By doing this, we want to see a year-on-year sustainable growth in overnight visitor numbers. We want to increase our market share of visitors who visit the island of Ireland, so how many people come and visit Northern Ireland. We want to see a greater regional dispersal of visitors across all of Northern Ireland, and we want to see a greater move to a year-round industry that's prosperous for everybody who lives here. When we look at business growth, number 4, that success that I've just mentioned isn't possible without profitable, strong, and resilient businesses and a resilient industry that can grow in response to that demand. So by our brand responding to what visitors are looking for and their expectations, we can help increase business competitiveness and prosperity, as well as seeing an increase in jobs in the sector and helping grow the visitor economy. And finally, enhanced reputation. We want to enhance our reputation twofold. Firstly, with our brand helping to strengthen our sense of shared identity across the tourism industry and through a collective action at home. But secondly, offering a diverse range of really authentic experiences which help our visitors then become ambassadors for us as a destination through word of mouth back home and through what they share when they're here. So who is our brand for? As I'd mentioned, collective and collaborative action is absolutely key to transforming and unlocking the full potential of Northern Ireland's tourism industry. And so by creating a consistent tone of voice and a solid brand identity across Northern Ireland, we can succeed in achieving the goals which underpin our tourism brand, which I've just gone through. So with this in mind, we've designed a brand that is for everybody in the whole tourism industry in Northern Ireland. We have aimed that it's relevant, that it's beneficial, and that it's engaging for all of Northern Ireland's tourism industry, regardless of the size or type of your business. And more importantly, we've developed an experience brand which is rooted in what our visitors want from us, so that you can use the brand identity to help build on your own individual business brands, experiences, and stories. Ultimately, we want an identity which inspires visitors to engage with your business. So using those visitor motivations which underpin the brand to help shape your stories and your content. But also we want a brand that gets them excited about all what Northern Ireland has to offer. And by creating that consistent identity, that's how we can achieve that through adopting the brand. Ultimately, if awareness of Northern Ireland as a travel destination and what we can offer is increased with the help of and support of our industry, more and more people will visit and spend money and stay longer, which in turn will benefit everybody. So what is the brand? Our brand proposition is built on a promise to our visitors. This is to share the giant spirit of Northern Ireland and to awaken that giant spirit in our visitors. So this lies in showcasing our authentic warmth and meaningful experiences that leave our visitors with a little bit of the pride and passion that we have across our people, our communities, our regions, and through our experiences. So to achieve and deliver on this promise, the brand is split into 4 inspirers. So they outline what the brand means in practice and demonstrate how you can bring them to life in your business, no matter what your business is in the tourism industry. And here they are. So our 4 brand inspirers, essentially values that the brand is built on, is big-heartedness, legends and stories, originality, and land, water, and sea. So these inspirers really showcase the authentic warmth and the passion of everybody. It's rooted in essentially the people that make our brand and the people that make our destination, and encourages visitors to experience our local food and drink, to explore our wide range of landscapes, get off the beaten track, explore our seascapes, our mountains, our hills, our landscapes, and immerse themselves in local culture. So whatever the scale of your tourism business, there's always something that you can do to inspire that giant spirit in our visitors, and these values will help you bring that out within what your business is currently offering. So when creating, developing, or promoting your own product or your own business, it's important for you to consider how you can draw upon these inspirers of our tourism brand to confidently respond to evolving visitor expectations, as well as placing your business within the wider destination collective identity, which then in turn encourages the longer stays and the repeat visits. So each of these 4 inspirers is a signpost to guide us in how we can confidently deliver on what our visitors wish to experience when they're here, and what makes us unique, memorable, and ultimately distinctive from other destinations in the eyes of our potential visitors. So winning that free time and that time together that they're so desperately looking for with a memorable holiday destination. So to help you fully understand the brand, its inspirers, its values, and how you can use and leverage our tourism experience brand, we've recently launched a new guide to awakening our giant spirit. which is our brand toolkit, which we've designed to be a handy reference tool to help you apply the brand, attract potential visitors, and deliver on the brand promise to share your giant spirit and awaken the giant spirit in our visitors. So these brand guidelines are there to introduce you to the brand's key elements. So it covers the brand proposition, our brand values, and goes into examples of how you can bring that out and examples of how businesses across Northern Ireland are already delivering on that. It introduces you to our logo and typeface so that you can use that visual identity yourself as a business. Photography guidelines about how we want to promote ourselves through visual imagery and photography and videography, how your tone of voice can be consistent across our industry, the color palette, and then importantly as well, digital brand guidelines. So if and when you wish to use Embrace the Giant Spirit in your social media, your websites, you can confidently use that using the brand guidelines in the book. On all of the slides, I should mention, I've sent links to this. So when the slides are shared afterwards, if you'd like to delve into this a bit deeper, learn a little bit more, all the links are available to you. And you'll see on the bottom of this one that there's a link to the brand book, so that you can go direct and find out more information. So how do you leverage the brand for your business? As I said, the Embrace the Giant Spirit brand is designed to support and strengthen your own business identity and is absolutely available for every business in Northern Ireland, whether you work in hospitality, if you're a self-catered accommodation, if you are a visitor attraction, a tour guide, small visitor experience, it's available for you to use. Two of the key ways that you can start to use our brand is to download our digital assets and use the guidance in our brand book to then guide you with your creativity and promotion and how you can link your business brand and identity within Embrace the Giant Spirit. So number one here is our Northern Ireland content pool, again, which I've put a link to on the slide. This content pool here, you can avail of thousands of brand aligned photos and videos that can be used to support your marketing, which I know is ever so important for businesses who are starting out, who maybe don't have the budget to create brand aligned photography straight away. You can download also our brand assets here, including the Embrace the Giant Spirit logo. You can download social media templates for Facebook, LinkedIn stories, Instagram stories, and much more as well. So do use that. And if you want to share any content and assets with us, you can also upload your own photos to that as well. Secondly, make sure that you're on our consumer website, Discover Northern Ireland. So create or update your business listing. So what you can do here is take another look at your business listing and make sure that the tone of voice, the photography, and the information that you're sharing on our consumer website aligns with the brand and our campaigns. You can update your imagery and all your information via the Tourism NI Business Hub on tourismni.com. And then looking further into how you can engage with the brand and maximize the opportunities, there are several ways that you can do this, and I've just picked out a few that I thought might be of most interest to you all today. So all year round, you can use our brand and campaign hashtags in your social media and online activity, which are on the screen there, Embrace the Giant Spirit and My Giant Adventure. Make sure to follow us on social media, tag or mention Discover Northern Ireland in your social media posts, which is at Discover NI. And then following the link on the slide here, all year round, you can share content and stories with our marketing team, updates to your business, new and exciting stories so that we can be promoting you through our own channels as well. You can get involved with our seasonal marketing campaigns. So our marketing campaigns happen throughout the year and are aimed to drive bookings, and then you can support and extend these campaigns through your own marketing channels. So ultimately we target consumers in Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland through these. So if these are key markets for you, absolutely get involved. And it would be remiss of me not to mention Paul's Lunch and Learn, which is coming up on the 10th of September, which is all about the marketing campaign for autumn and how you can get involved. So that's the same time on the 10th of September. So make sure to check that one out too to find out more. And then finally, looking out to international media opportunities. So we work really closely with Tourism Ireland, who's responsible for marketing the whole island of Ireland in international markets. They have a very wide opportunity list of media and PR campaigns, some free, some paid, depending on what your business is looking for, to help promote your business overseas. So absolutely check those out as well, to learn more and see where your business might feed into reaching new markets. Okay, so that was our quick go through the brand. I hope you found that useful. We're now going to look a little bit more in depth at experience development, and some ways that you can support your business on developing your products. So experiences in general, whether that be more passive experiences or active participatory experiences, are so important in today's tourism market to keep us as a destination globally competitive with other choices of destinations. We must offer experiences that meet the changing needs of our visitors, of our holidaymakers, and the general marketplace, whilst increasing our capacity to meet that growing demand. So I form part of the experience development team, and as a team, we work to champion the growth and development of our tourism experience industry through communication, collaboration, and partnerships. So we are here to help you be more effective and innovative with your product development, guide you in helping you through this journey, and maximize opportunities for you within the context of our tourism brand. We also work really closely with all the 11 regional councils, their tourism teams, to extend the impact of our work. They really play an important role, especially in the support and development of new tourism businesses. At the end of this webinar, we can also share a link to all their contact details. But if you haven't been in touch with your regional council team for support and guidance, then I highly recommend that as well. We also have a business hub for creating authentic experiences on our website. This is a new area of our website that packages all of the key information for you. There's recent insights that we've shared on weaknesses, strengths, and opportunities in each of our thematic experience areas, which you can see on the right of this screen. So looking at our 3 themed areas, it's culture and heritage, food and drink, and outdoor activities, and these all fall under the umbrella of Embrace a Giant Spirit and come together under that collective identity. So we work within those thematic areas to encompass everybody and develop your experiences and products together. I'd encourage you to get in touch with us or get in touch with your council if you're looking to position a new experience to fill any gaps in the market, and definitely look at the insights on that to ensure that you're meeting the updated needs of our industry across Northern Ireland. But to help you even more, I'm really delighted to share some new resources with you. So hopefully many of you now will be familiar with My Tourism NI, which is our new innovative e-learning platform. And we've recently uploaded 3 experience development toolkits, which are now available to everybody to support our experience sectors. So these toolkits offer guidance on integrating into the tourism industry. So are designed if you are a very novice to the industry, will help you, guide you on that journey, but also helps you develop unique products, networking, and ensuring essentially your business sustainability moving forward. It's split into different modules. You can see them on the screen here. So it looks at your business foundations. Are you ready? Have you got the principles in place? Understanding your customers, developing your tourism offer, building your networks, which is so important to make sure that you're part of this collaborative network, making it happen, so practical steps to launch your experience, and then other supporting materials through TNI to help you on that journey. So by following the steps and the quizzes and the guidance in those toolkits, businesses can create memorable and marketable, ultimately, cultural experiences that appeal to both local and international visitors. So if you are a new business or looking to refine your product, I recommend these as a first port of call for you to go to, and are designed to answer a lot of the questions that you might have at the beginning or while you're on a change journey for your tourism experience business. So to find out more and to register for our e-learning platform, again, I've put the link at the bottom of the screen, but get in touch with us if you'd like to know more or have any issues with that. And so finally, one of the opportunities that I'd like to share with you is our Embrace the Giant Spirit Experience portfolio. So this is a new opportunity that launched in early 2023 and is a continuous and ongoing learning and development opportunity for established tourism experience businesses, and it especially looks at aiming to increase your profitability, your visitor appeal, and commercialization of your business and the tourism experience industry in general. So why should you get involved? Is a great question. So through participation in the experience portfolio, you can access enhanced learning and development opportunities that are only available to participants within the portfolio. These are ongoing and we regularly add new to this, but they mainly look at scalability and growth, key market identification, so making sure that you're attracting the right markets for your product, marketing skills, commercial skills, and travel trade readiness for those businesses that want to take the next step into international travel trade or group bookings. You form part of our internal managed collection of quality insured experiences. So we have the confidence that we've been out to your business and we know that you're delivering quality experiences, which then you then benefit from an enhanced key account management with the experience development team and Tourism NI. By having this quality assurance with TNI, you can avail of priority consideration for programs and industry opportunities, such as some of our international sales opportunities, such as Meet the Buyer, and Tourism Ireland's Overseas Engagements Fund, which is a monetary pot to help you sell your business in overseas markets. Equally, and something that we're really developing over the next year, you can also avail of networking opportunities as a cohort. You get enhanced communication from Tourism NI on opportunities and opportunities to build your product knowledge across Northern Ireland, recognizing that as an experience portfolio, knowing the businesses that you're networking with will help you enhance and promote the destination. So there is a criteria to apply for this, and it really is designed for businesses interested in having that enhanced relationship with us, who are keen to develop, drive revenue, scale up their business, and innovate their business within the context of the brand. So a little snapshot of some of the criteria that we look for. So it is for established experience businesses, and what we generally mean by that is that you've been delivering visitor experiences for around a year. You offer clearly advertised and regularly scheduled visitor experiences. So we are looking for the ones that can offer something on a regular basis to visitors. It's very important in this digital age that as an experienced business, you have an online presence with direct online bookability. But we also work very closely with businesses that are B2B, offer travel trade and group bookings that aren't directly bookable online. So just having that reflected on your website is something that we look for those businesses as well. We're keen to see that you offer year-round customer service, even if your business is seasonal, and we recognise that not all businesses run 12 months a year, but our visitors are looking all year round for exciting things to do. We wouldn't want you to miss out. We look to have an up-to-date business listing on our consumer website, Discover Northern Ireland, and importantly, commit to participating in our annual business survey. This is really important for us and for you as a portfolio or participant. It helps to share key metrics and insights which help us shape future learning and development based on what our industry need. So it's a really great opportunity to have a say on what you're looking for and help us identify the gaps for us to respond to increase that commercialization and growth of the industry. And then just engage in at least one of our opportunities throughout the year is part of the criteria too. And then again, just to show you some of the things that we do if you're a little bit unsure about if this is right for you. So what we've done to date with the portfolio over the past year, we've looked at commercial planning, data and insights, which are so important to track and make sure you've got things that you're working towards to build on success. Business to business, B2B pricing and contracting, so working with travel trade, doing your verbal pitch. So how do you pitch in 10 minutes to a travel trade buyer? And then we've also offered business mentoring as well for participants. But looking at what's upcoming, if you wanted to get involved and you were thinking about applying, we will be sending out information very shortly on a tourism week for the autumn, and there will be a celebration and networking event for the participants of the portfolio which is an opportunity to engage and hear from key speakers, but also, again, build your product knowledge with fan visits to make sure that we're promoting the destination collaboratively. We're going to be looking at business growth and development opportunities. So LinkedIn strategy workshops, which is a really vital tool for engaging with travel trade operators, and then looking at improving your sales and building repeat business using systemization processes to grow commercially. So really looking at depth of how businesses are sales ready and commercial ready. And then also, I mentioned previously that there are opportunities that are only available to participants in the portfolio, and that also applies to our e-learning platform. So very, very soon we'll be launching some new modules for the participants only, again looking at travel trade readiness and commercial readiness, which you can see on the screen here. So creating commercial plans, pricing and contracting, verbal pitches and marketing collateral for travel trade, and leveraging opportunities for fam trips, media, and site visits so that we and you as a business have confidence that you're ready to welcome and respond really well to these opportunities. So there's plenty there to get involved with. If you are interested in applying, there is a link on one of the slides back, but just get in touch with us as well. So that actually brings us to the end of my slides. So to find out more, please do contact us. I'm really happy to hear from you. And I think now we've got around 18 minutes left, which is quicker than I thought. So I'll pass on to Patricia, and I think we'll get answering some of your questions.
Yes, well done, Jess, because I know there was a lot in those slides. So no, brilliant getting that within the half hour. And thank you so much. Loads of really interesting information there covered in a short period of time. And as Jess has mentioned, we'll be sharing a recording of this live presentation, but also a link to Jess's slides, which have a whole host of useful links in there. So everyone who signed up for today's session will get a link via email once that's ready. But if you're watching a recording of this session, you can also access the supporting materials. We have a dedicated Lunch and Learn hub page on tourismni.com. So just head to tourismni.com/lunch learn. There's no and in there, so /lunch learn, and that'll take you to this and all of our previous Lunch and Learn sessions. You can get the supporting materials there. Just in case anyone's watching the recording after the event. So as Jess mentioned, I'll very shortly be sharing all your questions with her this morning. So if you have a burning question but you haven't popped it into the chat yet, feel free to do that. There's just a little two little speech bubbles with the word chat. If you're on here for the first time, or I know the format might have changed slightly since you were last on one of our webinars, so just click on chat and pop it in there if you do have anything, and we'll get through as many as we possibly can. Just before we get stuck in, I'm going to do a couple of very quick polls. Anyone that's been on one of our webinars before will know the drill, but just to get a feel for how useful you find today's session so far. So the first poll should be on the screen now, which is how would you rate today's session in terms of overall satisfaction? And that's on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being extremely satisfied. I'll just give everyone a quick chance to fill in there. Okie doke, thank you. And our second question is how would you rate today's webinar in terms of content and relevance to your business? So again, that's on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being extremely relevant. Just give everyone a little chance to complete that for us. Thank you so much. And finally, this is just a very simple yes and no. Do you plan to take any action within your business as a direct result of what you've heard from Jessica today? You will also, along with the link to the recordings, receive a little link to a post-evaluation survey, and there'll be some open-ended questions there. So if you do want to make any additional comments about what you heard today, but also what else you might like to see from us in future, do feel free to let us know. We're always so keen to hear your feedback, and we genuinely do take it on board when we're scoping our new activity. So thanks, we'll really appreciate it if you could take a minute or two to do that when you do receive that email through. But Jess, I'll not keep you any longer. Let's get stuck into a couple of questions.
Great.
We have someone here who has said they are interested in applying for the experience portfolio, but what do they need to complete to do this? So can you give us a wee bit more detail on the steps required?
Yeah, absolutely. So on one of the links that I've provided, but we can highlight this to the participants as well following the webinar. There's a short expression of interest on our website, which essentially looks at the experiences that you're offering and asks a few business questions to assess you against the criteria that I mentioned just a minute ago. So once that expression of interest comes into our team, we then, if you initially meet the criteria, we will look at conducting a site visit, and we will take part in some of the activities to then really get a sense and feel of what you're offering. And following that, we issue you back with a feedback report on how your experience is and how your business holistically, so looking at your website and the general experience, fits within the brand, and then we take it from there. So following those two steps, that's when you're confirmed into the portfolio.
Okay. Now, Jess, we've got two questions that are quite similar here, so I'll sort of ask them combined. But it's in relation to self-catering accommodation. So, how can they benefit generally from the Giant Spirit campaign, but also how could they get a bit more involved in collaborations with tourism experiences, maybe via food, or any thoughts on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess first I'll take the campaign element of it. So
Hmm.
hopefully the webinar today has actually given some inspiration to how you can get involved with the brand, how you can adopt it with your business, but then also get involved with some of our marketing opportunities. I would say if you've not already done so as an accommodation business, you might also want to explore Tourism and I's accommodation quality grading scheme. So this is a step beyond certification, which takes a deeper look with our accommodation teams into your business. It gives practical help and guidance on all aspects of your business improvement to help you remain competitive, but also helps you enhance your visitor experience within the context of the brand. So it might be something that you want to look at. It's almost how the experience portfolio works for experience operators is the quality grading scheme at the moment for accommodation. So that would be a way to deepen your relationship with Tourism and I there. And sorry, Patricia, just remind me
Yeah,
of the
no,
second
you're
part
fine.
of
It
that.
was just how could self-catering accommodation providers become more involved in collaborations with experiences, I suppose, to kind of garner that. And actually, there's been a little follow-up there to say this question specifically in relation to group self-catering accommodations. So I'm assuming, it's not necessarily just one property, but a group of properties and how they could collaborate. Yeah.
Okay, well, I would definitely recommend coming to some of our industry in-person opportunities. They're really great opportunities to network with like-minded businesses, and equally, your local council tourism team might also offer opportunities to network with local businesses. Our Discover Northern Ireland website as well is a great resource to look at businesses that are actively delivering experiences or products in your area. So you might want to reach out to them and then collaborate with experiences. Equally, get in touch with us directly if you think that there's something we could help and guide you with further on that. But really delighted to know that that's something that you're keen to do because, it does enhance the appeal of the destination by working together.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so someone was wondering here, how is Tourism and I currently supporting or working with churches and cathedrals in relation to tourism initiatives? Have you any updates in that specifically, Jess?
Yes, definitely. So we do work with some experienced operators already that either highlight churches or cathedrals or are based in churches and cathedrals across Northern Ireland. But we also work with an organisation called the National Churches Trust. We have partnered with them fairly recently on some of their efforts as an organisation to create some new and enhanced tourism experiences based in churches and cathedrals. So I provided a live webinar on some of the topics that we've discussed today, which went out to any interested parties. And then one of my other colleagues attended an in-person workshop with them. So if you're an experienced operator looking to do something in churches and cathedrals, I would recommend speaking to the National Churches Trust. But equally, from a tourism and I perspective, churches and cathedrals generally fall into our culture and heritage thematic area of experience development. So I would recommend utilizing the resources like our toolkits, like the e-learning platform and our business hub for creating experiences to gain more information and also get in touch directly if there's something in addition that you'd like to explore.
Brilliant. Brilliant. That's great. So we have someone here who's wondering how valuable would customer experience training be to businesses involved in Embrace a Giant Spirit? Is that something you can touch on at all, Jess?
It is, yes. So I guess I'd say at the heart of our brand are people. So therefore, like great people delivering great customer service will lead to enhanced destination reputation, but also repeat visits, which is something we're really keen to build on and getting people coming back and back. And that people engagement is so important there. Um, the brand and using the brand book is ultimately like designed to be easily understood and harnessed by anybody who's working in the tourism industry, but to adopt and engage it. So as a first port of call, I think the brand book would be useful. And also our e-learning platform has information on the brand which you could allocate as training, say, to your staff so that they understand what the tourism brand is within your own maybe customer service. Um, but what I would also say is that we also piloted a level 2 City and Guilds qualification with Belfast Met earlier in the year, which was looking at customer service within the context of the brand. That was really successful and worked really well, and is something that we're looking to pilot again. So that is another level as well into how customer service can be enhanced and is important through the brand.
Yeah, absolutely. That's super. So we do have someone here who's wondering, is there anything that they could do to secure or work with us in relation to fam trips and media and site visits? And is there, is this an avenue for people to become more involved in that? Is that something you can advise on, Jess?
Yes. So obviously I don't work direct in that team, but we do. There is information on our website, tourismandI.com, on how to engage directly with those teams. But I guess what it would be is ensuring that you're engaging with our platforms, so that you're actively engaged with TNI and our opportunities and our campaigns, making sure you're embedding the brand so that you are confidently responding to what visitors are looking for. I guess with fam trips and international media opportunities that are coming inbound to Northern Ireland, we're often responding to specific requests from what the travel trade or international teams are looking for. So we're often given a brief rather than putting things forward. But making sure you've got that relationship, that you're on our radar, that your up-to-date listings are ready, and that you are just actively engaging with us will mean that you're part of that network of businesses that we do think of when those opportunities come up.
Yeah, fab. So apologies. I've got a frog in my throat there. Someone was wondering, are we currently accepting expression of interests? Is that open at the moment, or how does that work, Jess?
Yes, so expressions of interest for the portfolio are open all year round. So please do, yeah, at any time. We don't close it. We are just working on a few updates now for when we move you into the portfolio. So there's an ever slight delay on just confirming you once your expression of interest is in, but that shouldn't mean that you should delay if you would like to get involved, because we can still do site visits, we can still work through your expression of interest, and we'd be delighted to hear from you.
Okay, absolutely super. And finally, we do have someone who's launching a residential health and wellbeing retreat, and their target guest would be international. And is there any marketing support that we can give, or what way can we help in the marketing side of things? Is that something you could touch on? Yes.
Yes. So I guess again, similar to what I answered to one of the other questions, I hope that some of the information that I've shared through this will give you some inspiration for how you can engage with international markets, particularly through media and PR opportunities with Tourism Ireland. Specific support, again, looking at our content pool. So if you were looking for new imagery, videos to support your marketing, that's there for you, and they're all high res and ready to go. So definitely look at our content pool. Once you list with Discover Northern Ireland, your listing does boost then into Tourism Ireland's consumer website automatically. So that's something that you already can do that if you're with Discover Northern Ireland. And then equally, I guess it's just making sure that you are part of our marketing campaigns, depending on which markets you're looking at. Definitely, again, another push for the next Lunch and Learn more about that with Paul in a few weeks' time. But those are all ways that you can get involved. It's probably just important to note that like we don't offer any kind of like financial support for marketing. It would be at the cost of your business, but we do offer platforms and opportunities that you can avail of to access those key markets.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you so much, Jess. And a few people, there might be a couple of questions that have come through there that I'll get Jess to come back to you directly on that, or maybe quite specific as well. But that's all we've time for today. But so lovely to see so much engagement from everyone joining us as well. And Jess has not stolen my thunder, but she's happily plugged my next point was just to plug our next Lunch and Learn, which is taking place on Tuesday, the 10th of September. So, as Jess mentioned, we'll be hearing from Tourism and I Social and Digital Marketing Manager Paul Coleman on plans for the Tourism NI Autumn 2024 marketing campaign and how you can get involved in that or make the most and maximize that campaign as well. So if you haven't already signed up for that, again, if you want to head to tourismni.com/lunch learn, you'll find details on that session and how to register, a link to register there as well. We're also very soon going to be launching some new 2024-25 Tourism Enterprise Development Programme activity. So do keep an eye on your emails for more exciting opportunities in the coming weeks. I suppose this is my opportunity to also say, if you're not already signed up to tourismni.com, and whenever you go onto our website at the top, it sort of says log in or sign up. And if you go in there and register, then you can make sure you're signed up to be the first to hear about any upcoming opportunities and events and webinars. And also it means you can have access to our free dedicated e-learning platform, which was specially developed to support the NI tourism industry. So I'm going to include links for all of this in our follow-up emails, but if you aren't already signed up to that, it really is worth your while to do that. So all that remains now is to say thank you so much, Jessica, for such an interesting presentation today, and well done for getting through the slides so nice and sharp, so we were able to
Thank
pick up
you.
some of the questions as well. So thanks also to Barry and Eden, the team at Eventful behind the scenes, who were keeping all the technical side running smoothly for us. And thank you so much to everyone that's joined us today. I hope to see you again in the near future, either online or in person at one of our events or webinars. Thank you so much, and thanks, Jess. Have a great rest of your
Thanks,
day.
everybody. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.